Hi Cancer, thank you for joining me here. This is going to be your another in-depth reading, my friends. And this is a free-flowing intuitive reading. Please take it as it resonates, okay? So I am here working with three kinds of decks. First, we are gonna get an overall energy by using Oracle deck. Then you are gonna go deeper into energy by using Spirit Song and Light Share Tarot, okay? So Cancer, usually I get one, but they gave me two. And it says the lover and the beloved and arise. What I'm getting, Cancer, that all this energy right now where you are, it's kind of insinuate, it's kind of starts with this um almost like a life-changing love connection with someone. And I think it could be otherwise. I think that you two, it felt like almost like a twin flame connection. It feels like that spirit has like evolved within you, and you are, deeply in love with some person, with not only that physically, it's like you felt it's like a mind body spirit kind of connection. It's a very important and significant. You felt bigger than you are. It felt emotionally, spiritually, you expanded, and it's like you wanted to give everything. And I feel like that person, that other person that was involved with you, that person is also there. But like after the, like, how can I, like when this kind of love happened, when two people come together in such an intense way, like you were ready to go all the way in. You were ready to go all the way in. There was like, like nothing really mattered for you, because this is 35 broken down to 8. 8 is all about material, and now they're showing me, I never, like, this is like almost like this shadows is like a society around you, and you two kind of almost like extracted away from the society. It's like you felt that you are not a part of this larger community, larger society, like who does not understand, who is still in their limited belief of intimacy, limited belief of connection with another person. You became so big and enormous in your energy. But when this thing, they are also giving me, when it was to take responsibility for this kind of love, the another person kind of, you found yourself lonely in that area. When you have to, when it really comes to generosity, when it really comes to intimacy and deep emotional intimacy, like scorpionic deep intimacy, intimacy and security. And no matter what, we are gonna be like this kind of, I got your back, I will be by your side, that kind of commitment, that kind of words, that kind of action. you you did not get that reciprocation in that aspect from this person. And like there is like, and you felt like you were rising above your surroundings. You feel like you are going somewhere, you are doing something big, you are feeling something extraordinary. But it was not backed up by the practical support by your partner. So as this thing happened, you fell into a abyss of sadness, you fell into a abyss of confusion, and you feel like that you will never be get out from that hole. It's almost like it's put you in the hole where you feel like, oh, oh, it's like a whirlwind of emotion and confusion. And like not knowing like what it was, not knowing. But you can feel the effect that has made on your life. It feel like you can never go back the way you were. Something just shifted completely, but then you find yourself alone in this. When the actual reality of this connection came to the came on surface, you found yourself alone. And it is not very nice place to be at the time. You felt this deep sense of darkness and deep sense of like not able to get up sometimes, not able to trust, not able to not only trust others, not able to trust your own emotions sometimes. There is a big sense of confusion. But I am getting that it's all, or like the some kind of, I'm not very fan of like some divine. I mean, I don't say that word divine a lot, hardly I say, but I feel like there is some sense of fairy or your guide angel or divine or the universe is like it just trying to show you how much you have gained and what kind of quality. It's like it all these things came to, you know, it produces an enormous amount of gift to you, but I don't think that you are totally clear. Was either you are or you were like clear about what this gift is, because you are not even thinking about gift, you are thinking about loss, you are thinking about confusion, you're thinking about this, be sucked into this some kind of hole that you feel like you won't be able to get out of. So that was the overall energy. Now get into this your energy. So right now in, or maybe later, however wherever you are in this energy path, there is as you this is the arise, like as you are in this deep, bottom of the deep pit, you are like, how can I get out of this, how can I get out of this disappointment, how can I get out of this, what I think is stupidity maybe. But I feel like this may have come already to many people. There is this certain sense of accurate clarity to you. And as this accurate clarity hits you, you realize that this is something that you, whatever you went through, it's not something to, declare to people, yes, I have met my twin flame and I am with them. It's not something for other people. You thought it is. You thought at some point, you thought that this is something to take proud of. This is something to, celebrate. This is something to be so bombastic sometimes that, oh my god, I manifested twin flame, I know, this is the love of my life. That kind of otherworldly, kind of forceful enhancement of feelings. You thought that this is it. This is something to, for the world to know, something to, it's like there is a celebratory and kind of exhibitionary energy that you thought it, this love connection embody. You felt like, maybe you did not tell people, but in your, I'm getting also getting that the lover and the beloved with all this other society. You almost feel like, look at all these people, they, like, look at, like, inside you felt very proud that you can manifest, you can love somebody that way, you can go bigger and better with emotional and physical and spiritual realm that way than other people cannot. So there is a certain sense of, you saw yourself a little bit of above from others maybe sometimes, because you felt so enormously, because it opened up some kind of huge door. But you realizing that this is not for others to it's not a show. If it is a show, it is a show to yourself, it's not a show to others. There is others has nothing to do with that, and you don't have to be this representative of higher level of love that you represent in your life. You don't have to be. You are, there is a certain sense of clarity, deep sense of clarity regarding that is coming to you. And maybe already have, I just heard that many of you have already gone through this clarity phase. And as you go through this clarity, as you go through this clarity not only brings the clarity about this, it's not for others, it's for you. And it also brings you a clarity about a relationship. But more than, it's like that, this is not something that, this, whatever happened to you, this love connection and the way it went, it has, the sole purpose of it's only to you, and you have to find out how it's only to you. But it's not for others. It's not, you are not setting an example, you are not being the representative of high level of love. You are not doing anything. This is something only for your own use and nothing else. Not for your ego, not for your pride, not for other thing, not for accolades, not for acknowledgement. This is something that innate, only preserved for you, and you are in the process of finding out what that means. And with the four of swords in reverse, I feel like that as you get this clarity, and as you already have got this clarity, you feel like that you don't need this isolation where you were before, and healings, trying to understand things, trying to put two and two together, and so that you can rise again. But you already rose from that, and you don't need any more that kind of separation or segregation or isolation to heal yourself. It's not that you gonna be healing by not isolating. You don't need this isolation. That's what you are realizing. You don't need this isolation. So what you don't need this isolation that you're realizing. Let's get another card for this four of swords. Let's see what is this. You don't need that. You are It's not about, what I mean by that, it's not about, oh, I have broken heart, okay, let me heal for 6 months or 1 year. This love is not about broken heart. This love is not about not able to be physically together. This is something you're realizing, something that is a gift only to yourself. And you are like, okay, I don't need this kind of regular healing process that people go through when they go through some kind of disappointment in relationship or heartbreak. This is not like that. This is not a typical journey, so I don't need that. So let's get another layer on this. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's not, you're realizing this, the experience I got, it's not about typical, it's not a regular love connection. This is something different. It's not about, oh, heal and be persistent, keep doing, and one day like, it's not about persistency. It's not about taking a time off and then move on your life once you healed. It's not about that rhythmic flow that we have learned. It's not about that. So I don't need all this. This is not about something that people already know. Six of Wands, like, acknowledged, the people are saying there, oh, like there is a familiarity. It's not about that. Then you're realizing there is something it's not about, but you're still not completely understood. Okay, I understand what is not about, but what is about. So that's the journey you are already on. So, and then as you go through this kind of opening in your mind, you are also seeing this, this King of Shells is like, you're also seeing a pattern in people. You are also seeing a pattern in people. People claim to be like King of Shells, Queen of Swords. Everybody's king and queen, like everybody. But not everybody can be king and queen, because King of Shells, look at this, like this she horse, they don't have even feet. So, but this person is like all straight. Look at this. This the frontier of their abdomen and frontier of the chest is so boasted upon, like swollen, like it's like pumped up. It's like, oh, I'm this King of Shells. It's giving me this kind of audacity, kind of energy. And you feel like people come to you, you are realizing many people claim that with all this they come with all this emotion, all these things, but they don't have any grounding behind it. That's the same thing happened with this connection. Realizing they all claim to be King of Shells, but in order to really be King of Shells, you need to know how to stand tall without even having like regular legs like human being. So it takes that whole different sets of emotional maturity in order to really hone that emotion and really stand tall and not to back down when things get real. But everybody claims to be. You are realizing something with the Page of Crystal, with the Fox. Your mind is very sharp right now, Cancer. You are realizing that many people come to you in life that you have noticed, and this person is one of them, that they project something because they want to be King of Shells, they want to be Queen of Swords, they want to be King of Pentacles. But are they really? It's like this projection of want is so bigger and lofty. Sometimes you get, even you got also confused, or you kind of got into that got into that route, but you got disappointment from that love because you realize the page of crystal with the king of shells, but it's opened up something for you because he's never left you empty handed. This whole process is something orchestrated to give you something which is only specifically for you. And what are you realizing? What is that? You longed for this love, you not this love, like you longed for this connection, longed for this so much of emotional fulfillment from another person, connecting with another person, and it had been your wish and your dream, like to get love someone like that, love someone so deep that your ego dilutes, like dissolves, you become something else, that kind of the star Aquarius energy, the water in air, air in water, like mind in body and body in mind. That's the Aquarius card. It's like Aquarius, the ultimate, that's the balance. That's you realizing that, okay, this is not, this being with this person was not the dream that I asked for. I asked for the dream of this feeling, of this emotion. It's not, this person cannot fulfill because they don't know how to fulfill. They have to go through their own journey. But your wish was not all in vain, because what you are getting is not it. Your wish was not to be with this person specifically. Your with this person is just a medium in the physical body to give you a little taste of that huge amount of love and compassion and intimacy and bonding that you longed for. This person was the physical, like a little bit, like it just a modality for you to taste it, so that you can expand from that, so that you are not your emotion cannot be bind with this person, because this person have their vessel within is not big enough to hold that. So you are realizing that your dream is not in vain. It's actually bringing back the balance that you needed. As you go through this, it bringing back the balance that you needed, it bringing back something beautiful that you needed. Look at this, you got now you got the page of pentacles, right? This is a page of crystal. Same thing with the, like you got before, you are like, you are realizing that how people can be like not knowing how to hone the energy, but project that energy, gigantic energy that they want to be, the desire to be, but not grounded on the reality of what they can or cannot do with their skill or with where they are in their life. So as you realize that that's not your dream was not that person. They are just the physical modality to give you a taste of your dream. You are really coming to an ultimate balance within yourself, and as you are coming to this ultimate balance, now you see this, there is something that you want to do. Page of pentacles, now you want to do, now you feel like, okay, now I got the gift, this is my gift, this is my gift, I am getting something. Now I am feeling like I can use this experience, the experience that I went through, that I'm still going through, that has changed me fundamentally. It has a reason that it came to me. So now I found the gift, but I need to grow from that. I am just getting acquainted with the concept of gift that I got out of this. So that's why it's page of pentacles. You're kind of taking time. You're not just haul ass and going after it. You are trying to understand like what is this and how to develop this gift, that will bring balance, because you already feel more balanced. You feel like your wish was granted, because the way you were thinking, the wishes you thought, all the wishes within that body, within that another body, but that's not it. They are just a physical modality for you to understand a deeper sense of love within yourself. And for so there is a certain sense of balance, and you're like, okay, I got the gift, now I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna take it slow, I'm gonna understand how to go about it. So there is that kind of practicality coming to you. And then look at this, king of crystal in reverse and the nine of shell. You're realizing there are not just only, like people always try to, like you are realizing that how people over exaggerate their words for a certain sense of effect in people. Like they like to be like a king of swords, king of crystal, like I said. Like you are starting with the page of pentacles. That's the way you want to be. That's the way it's supposed to be in your head. Starting understanding, grow from the seeds, not just buy a huge plant and put it the corner of your room. You don't know what it means. If you just buy a huge plant and put it on the corner of the room, you are not familiar with the journey from seed to tree. And you want to be familiar because you want to know every steps of this gift that you have given. But people have the idea, people come to the existence with the king of crystal. They want to be this king and queen all the time. And there is like this lofty projected ego that kind of comes out because they desire to be. And you are like, maybe you are surrounded by a lot of people that you felt before that, oh my god, look at this person is so successful, this person is so emotionally in tune. But now you're realizing, are they really? Am I, because I thought that I am the only one who is not this king of queen, and everybody else around me feel like they just know, they just figure out, they just figured out like how to be this successful, how to be this emotionally spiritually elevated body, and they are presenting themselves in that way. Then where do I belong? And then this love came and you feel like this is my gateway to go there, and then this love fell out and you feel like, oh my god, I'm back to the pit. But this is not about that. People are projecting all these things because their desire is so high and to be that person, but they don't do the work. They just project that bombastic aura into the energy. And you, cancer, you are such a gentle heart. You bought some of this, you really bought into that some of this. And that that you are as you are realizing all this, look at this, you are becoming this your own penguin. You are becoming nine of shells. You are becoming, no, you are becoming more and more. You're realizing that what you have, it's, you have page of pentacles, and that is the thing that you need to have. And you are no, people are showing all this king of crystal in reverse, this and that. They're like not there, they're just projecting this giant elephant, giant tiger and this and that. But it's like, what you have is something that makes you feel bigger, independent. You have something that you can cultivate. There is no projection, there is no lie, there is no desire driven deception within yourself and you're projecting outside in the world. There is a certain sense of reality, there's a sense of originality and truthfulness, what you have and what this connection, what this whole process have given to you. And you are becoming more and more emotionally satisfied, and emotionally you are acknowledging your own power and becoming this huge aura of yourself. That's what is happening. And then look at this, the judgment in reverse and the sun in reverse and the king of cups. I'm gonna go deeper with that, but the initial message I got that there is no need to fix you. You don't need fixing. You have everything that you need. You are not broken. Just because this some connection did not go with some person, that doesn't mean anything. This is, again, I'm saying, this is that person was just the physical modality to you to experience a great sense of inner depth and love for yourself and the others, so that you can love others, like that kind of thing. It's like a deeper thing. That person was just the catalyst, was just the initiator, like in a physical, because otherwise we don't understand, so that so there is no need for you to change. Oh, I did not do this in that way, so I'm gonna be this way this time, that on that. No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to let go any part of you. Hold on every part of you that you're proud of. Hold on every part of you that belong in you, because that makes you, cancer, that makes you, and you are the one and unique person in the whole world, like we all are. And there is nothing to fix, there is nothing to let go. So there, you don't have to. That's why you are realizing with the four of swords also in the beginning, that is not a regular healing process. It's a more of a understanding what you already hold, rather than heal what you feel like is broken and need to be fixed. It's not that pattern, it's a whole different pattern. And the sun in reverse, I'm feeling like that you know there are days when you feel confident about your own process. There are days when you don't feel, but the sun is sun. It's gonna come out next day no matter what. Nobody can stop that. You may feel a little gloomy, a little gloomy at night in the moon, but it's gonna sun gonna come up. So there are ups and downs, there is emotional waves that kind of taking you. But the thing is, look at this Knight of Cups. You still you where all these things taking you to this inspiration, taking you to this creative ideas about love. Maybe you want to do something, maybe you want to do about, maybe you want to talk about love, maybe you want to talk about your, I don't know, it is something that you are doing, that all these things kind of motivating you to do something with, that has something to do with love, that has something to do with human connection, that has something to do with intimacy, that has something to do with compassion. And you are very charged up to do something about it. Do you want to do something? And there is a little envelope, so there is a writing involved. Writing, maybe you wanna mint, I don't know, something creatively. There is something. King of Cups, Knight of Cups is always creative aspiration for me. Something you want to do creatively, because you realize that your gift with the Page of Pentacles, that is your gift. And you are thinking in this area, you are still thinking how to manifest, how to grow this. But by this time you come here, you realize that that gifts need to be expressed in the form of some kind of related to love. It has to be love oriented activity that I need to do, that has something to, that has love in the center point. So what does that mean? What does that mean to you? Okay, let's get another card on this. Seven of Cups in reverse. This is, that's what I was talking about in the beginning. You remember the intimacy. This is like Scorpionic cup, Scorpionic card, Seven of Cups in reverse. You really want to talk about, you want to do something, you want to turn your experience and communicate, because Knight of Cups is all about action, right? You want to communicate, or some kind of, you want to do something that has something to do with love. And you want to talk about like how intimacy like felt like to you. You want to talk about love in a certain way that will erase the confusion about love in our mind. You want to create a certain sense of clarity within all this deep love. You want to bring clarity into deep love where people get lost, because Seven of Cups, like Scorpionic energy, not many people can go deep diving. They can, because this is exciting, this is adventurous, there's a mysterious place, so people dive there, but they don't know how to go deep. So it makes them feel either exhausted, fearful, confused, and they just do whatever. So you want to go that deep, and you want to bring clarity to this deeper sense of love, and that has been manifested in on the surface in a very confused way. So you want to bring clarity, because we start with this Ace of Swords. There is a, and this clarity that you are getting, you want to use that whatever you want to do, and it will be related to ending the confusion, or addressing the confusion that it creates, and how this confusion is illusionary, and what is the core of it. So there is a you want to bring some kind of truth, you want to communicate some kind of truth when it comes to this twin flame, the soul bonding that we are beginning to open up to. You want to talk about that. It's a very beautiful reading going on. Hold on. So as you go through this, then this Eight of Acorns, you feel like there is a little bit of fear that people, this, like, look at this, it's like, again, this, I'm getting this, it's like, and this, like, this snake kind of figure coming out, and it's giving me, this is directly attacking this Knight of Cups, your your attempt to do something with the love, you feel like that it's gonna be attacked by the society, it's gonna be attacked by the people who does not appreciate love in that way. So there is a fear of people who is not gonna understand you, and there is a fear of that you are gonna be attacked and you are gonna be questioned, it's gonna be controversial, and people gonna come and get you, like that kind of energy is there. You feel like it's gonna be attacked. But when you feel like that, fear is something good, because if you I heard it somewhere and it's kind of resonate with me in a some level. It said fear is good because without fear you cannot be brave, because you are being brave, that means you're overcoming fear. So every time you are brave, that means you are overcoming some sorts of fear. So if you don't have fear, you also cannot be brave. Does it always apply? I may argue against that, but I take it in this context. And then as you go through this kind of fearful nervousness energy, there is a four of acorn, and it says that you already bought, some, it's like another version of yourself is telling you that you got it. Be comfortable with the truth you already found already. Because if you question your truth, if you question your truth, that this is not your gift, this is not supposed to you do. Once you question your once the truth is revealed to you, if you question the truth play trick on you. It's the another version of you is telling yourself, who is a little bit fearful and nervous at this point, and they're saying, don't turn this justice ups and down. If you don't trust the truth that you found within yourself, and you're constantly asking again how to balance this, it's gonna play a trick on you, and it's gonna make it imbalance on purpose, because you don't believe that truth in the first moment. So when you found this truth, that the whole process have given you a gift, and you are here to do something with that because you feel it. So when you feel that, so this fear, it's inevitable. This nervousness, this fear, this palpitating heart, that what's how others gonna say, will I be like, that all this kind of unknown and unknown kind of create this unstable energy within us. But there's another part of you saying that you already got it. So don't ask too many questions, don't mistrust what you already know, don't try to unknow what you already know in this matter, because that's gonna imbalance the whole dynamics here. So four of acorns, there is a comfort. Be content with where you are, because you are about to create something which gonna bring a lot of clarity to people's mind, which gonna bring a lot of healing, who needs this kind of clarity and ask and looking for it. So be comfortable in that energy. Don't ask and try to prove it wrong, because it's gonna play trick on you, and it's gonna turn itself ups and down, like justice ups and down. So that's what I got, Cancer. I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.